So, here's a throwback for you. 1 year and 2 months ago, I made the jump between these very rails. A week or a month after, I managed to twist both my ankles falling off my longboard right before my visit to America and the rendezvous in Boston. It was pretty bad at first, barely being able to walk without crutches, but so I did to try and speed up the recovery. I don't think I've ever been so disappointed and mad for hurting myself, even if it wasn't intentional and just an unfortunate accident. I've been in recovery for almost a year now, going back and forth with my ankles. I've been frustrated, angry, and at times I felt as if I'd never go back to where I was before my injury. In America, I tried to push myself and do things even though the pain was very much present, because I couldn't just sit there and watch everyone do stuff while I could not. It was the hardest challenge to understand that you have to take things slow or risk permanent damage to my ankles. After my visit to America, I promised myself I'd come back to where I was before the injury and that I'd record and make the jump again. Around 3 months after the accident, I was doing positions again, but taking it very careful and stopping before it hurt too much. However, I did end up making my injury worse and couldn't do much. I just had to take it easy for a couple of weeks. 6 months went by and I became slightly more confident, doing some things I did before, but noticing that I had lost a lot of my confidence and skill. 9 months later, I did difficult jumps that required a lot of pressure on my feet to assure myself I could take the impact without hurting or making my ankles worse again. 12 months went by since the injury and I was getting much better, the pain being little more than a memory now. 14 months had gone by since my injury and I stand here once more, as terrified as I was back then, knowing the consequences of failing. But I knew I hadn't just come up here with no practice behind me. So many hours of practice different jumps to build up to this point. Embracing the fear to not get overconfident, to be in control. See the jump in your mind, and then do it. And here is the result of that. Thanks for listening, and enjoy.